Good morning, students. How are you all? Welcome to computer class. Today we are going to learn our second chapter, Generations of Computers. But before that, let's recall the things that we did learn in our previous video. In our previous video, we did learn about first generation computers. They were used between the year 1940 to 1956. They used vacuum tubes as a base. They were based on vacuum tubes. The features are they were very heavy and large. They occupies lots of space. They generate lots of heat and they consume a lots of electricity and they generate lots of heat. So all these are features of first generation computers. Now today we are going to learn about second generation computers. So let's start with second generation computers. So second generation computers were used between the year 1956 to year 1964. Second generation computers were used between the year 1956 to year 1964. Second generation computers were used they were used transistor instead of vacuum tubes. They use transistor instead of vacuum tubes. So here this picture is of transistor. They use transistor instead of vacuum tubes. In this computer, transistors were soldered to circuit board. In this computer, transistors were soldered to circuit board. Features of second generation computers. They were smaller, cheaper and faster than first generation computers. Second generation computers, here you can see, here the first picture is of second generation computers. So they were smaller, cheaper and faster than first generation computers. Inputs were given in the form of punch cards and printouts were received as a output. So here we having a picture of punch card. So inputs were given in the form of punch cards. Here you can see in this small video the inputs were given. So inputs were given in the form of punch cards and outputs were received as printouts were received as a output. So in this third picture you can see the outputs were received on the form of printouts. High level programming language were developed in this generation. High level programming language were developed in this generation like COBOL and BASIC. These are, as we having a language like English and Hindi, same a computer also having language. As we know, computer understand only binary language, but that is difficult for a human to understand because it is in the format of 0 and 1. So the language which is understood by humans like English, so that is high level of language. So once the programs were written in English, then the computer will convert that instructions or commands in binary language. So high level of language were developed in this generation. Examples of first generation computers are ENIAC 1401, ENIAC 1401, IBM 700, CDC 160 and IBM 1401, These are the examples of second generation computers. Now let's learn about third generation computers. Let's learn about third generation computers. So third generation computers were used between the year 1964 to year 1975. Second generation computers were used between the year 1964 to year 1975. Integrated circuits were used instead of transistors. Integrated circuit, here we have a picture of integrated circuit. So integrated circuit were used instead of transistor in this computer. So you can say that first generation computers were based on vacuum tube, second generation computers were based on transistors, and third generation computers were based on integrated circuits. In short, we can call ICs. They based on IC. Now let's learn the features of third generation computers. They were smaller, cheaper, and faster than second generation computer. Here you can compare the third generation computers were smaller than a second generation computer. So they were smaller, more cheaper, and faster than a second generation computers. This type of computers could execute any type of application and were called general purpose computer. First and second generation computers were expensive, so they were not general purpose computers. They were for personal use or for specific use. But this type third generations of computer can able to execute any type of application. So they were called general purpose computers. Keyboard were used to input the data and monitor used as output device. So in this picture you can see here we have a keyboard and monitor. So keyboard were used to input data and monitor used as output device. They had more storage capacity. Compared to second generation, they can store more amount of data. So they have more storage capacity. Examples of third generation computers are IBM 360, IBM 1900 and ICL 1900 and VEX 750. These are examples of third generation computers. So that's it for today, students. In our next video, we will learn about fourth and fifth generation computers. Thank you, students.